Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm just posting the link, so give me a few minutes. Post it on Twitter. Let me post that on my Telegram. All right. So I've shared the link. Anybody who is interested can join in. Okay. Let me just stop share and share full screen. Hi, Jeremy. Yes, I needed a break from the market, so it was good. Hi, Aaron. Good evening. Hi, Mr. Ramakrishnan. Hi, Soma. Good evening. Last week was a little, I would say, bad for me. I made some miscalculated trades, especially Facebook. Facebook was actually the real biggest bummer for me right ago. And that negativity carried on. And I covered some of it, but still end up heavy loss this week. I thought about it, that why I had losses. I had about like $12,500 loss. And I came to realize that even after looking at the charts, especially for Facebook, it was saying short, there was a stop loss. And I kept on averaging. I averaged. And that led to a massive loss in Facebook. That single one trade along with Google was enough to destroy my whole week. Otherwise, my trade, Friday, I did not trade much. But in the entire week, these two trades were really, really bad. Hi, Mitchell. Hi, Kajendra. Hi, Irene. Hi, Srini. Yep, I had a good restful weekend. So I'm back. I'm going to take my money back from the market. Yep, sometimes we do make mistakes. Yes. And the last week was one of them. My trade view was right that it's going to be short or no trade on Friday. But somehow, because I had losses from Facebook and Google, I was trying to figure out a way. But that's end. I know what I did. It was wrong. And I'll not repeat that. Next week is there. And we can always make a comeback. And I think if market is there, we will have opportunities where we will make money. We'll have patches where we'll also lose money. But I'll be making sure that whenever I'm making money, it's more than the amount where I'm losing. So end of the day, we'll be in profit. And no worries. It happens, and it happens with a lot of us. People do not accept that they have made bad trades. I accept, I evaluate what I did wrong, and then I come up and fix that. So next time, if I'm failing on that aspect, I'm feeling better. All right, with that said and done, we can start next week. We can figure out what could be done potentially to bring the confidence back, what could be done to make these levels work for us. Like levels are still working. It's that our emotions, like trading is not but emotions. It's just to cut out when you're going wrong, or it's just to right when you're right. That's something which is totally emotion. It is nothing to do with your logic. It's just the belief in your system and your emotions. So let's figure out what better we can do, right? We are not giving up. We are not shying away from the mistakes. We will do better and we will make ourselves better. Let's aim for that. Whatever has happened, let's make a note of it. Should not repeat it. All right. Let's start then. Let's start with some scanners. Or before that, I can say hi to all the people. Hi, David. Hi, Gajendra. Hi, Special Ketki. Hi, Vivek. Hi, Special KQ. We have two special Ks. One is Ketki and one is Special K. Hi, Ashish. Hi, Sandeep. Hi, Satya. Yep, that's the whole aim. That I think so, Jeremy. We could have boring. I will not say boring market. We will see something very clearly tomorrow. You will have clear idea tomorrow. Hi, Ranjan. Hi, Mitchell. Thank you for that. See, if you are not motivated, you can never rise. If you give up, you back down, you fail, and that's negativity in your head, you can never make a comeback. Accept the mistake gracefully, note it down why you did them, fix them, and better yourself. We are all humans, we are all learning. Again, this is not the end of the world. The market is not dying, you are not dying. There's no alien attack from anybody. So if we make a mistake today, we can always come back and fix it tomorrow. It's just that we need to survive one more day with our mistakes. That's it. Thank you, Vivek. Hi, Tanuja. Good evening. All right, so let's start from the scanners first and see what we can see. I only do a simple scanner, which is inside day. So let's see for inside week first and see what comes out of that. So MasterCard, Lulu, Baidu. I'll just keep this. We have MasterCard, Lulu, Baidu. ES is also in the weekly candles inside week. So it's there. Chewy, I do not like trade that much, so I'll ignore it. Inside days is Tesla. Tesla almost hit all the targets below 1045. See, my problem is execution. The levels which we evaluate, they are perfect. Like we will go through that round again, so that at least we have the process and the process works. It's just the variable is us and our emotion. We need to fix that. Once you fix that, I think we can definitely aim for success. Okay, I'll go through each of them one by one because I want to focus like 15-20 minutes on that first before jumping on to the next week. But Square, Snow. Do we have Snow? No. Square, no. So these are Square, Snow, Twilio, UAL space, U. Okay. So let's see. ES, as I posted on Friday, that we should not be trading between 44.90 and 45.20. I think that was pretty much relevant. It was just killing the premium throughout the day. Special cake, you don't get discouraged. Yes, we all made mistakes. We're going through that bad week, all of us. There will be few people who will be making money. Yes, for sure. But as far as I am concerned, I made losses and I'm very honest about my losses. I do not like to only post my success. I do post my failures because that gives me a check that yes, I am on a wrong side. I should fix myself. So don't get disheartened, discouraged. Learn from it. Just think that you paid a price for your learning. That's it. QQQ well below it was short. It did. Apple made 169. It did. AMD was sell on rise, almost did 100. Amazon did 3166, 3090 hit again. Target again went positive 236. Baba went on to make like 106 and 7, but could not pursue. Cat did good. WFC did good. AMAT did not. Google did not. Netflix did not. McDonald's did. Microsoft sell on rise did work well. Nvidia never came to 240 and above, so it failed. FTX failed. Shop sell on rise worked. Crowd, it came to 227 once, but then never worked. Tesla 1048 and worked. Shresh, you have to do that on your own. I just explained what went wrong on my side. I only did 2 wrong trades. I do not trade all of them. I did Facebook and Google, and I have already shared that. You have to figure out what you did wrong. So this week, let's see what tickers we should do. I think Chinese tickers are getting a little pushback. So let's, FTX is still good. Crowd, no, I want to remove crowd. This has not worked at all. So we might end up adding Lulu. We already, Lulu, yes. Lulu is there. Let me go and check. Home Depot bounced. So instead of SE, I may include Home Depot. Again, these are the stocks like Target, Home Depot, Walmart, Costco. These are the stocks where all this volatility may not impact too much because they are defensive stocks. In terms of this market, I think they can really work well. I think that should be enough. Lulu is gone. MasterCard, I'm not doing. ES, we have Baidu, we have Baba. Square, Snow. Snow. I do want to include Snow. What can I remove? Let's see what can we do for Snow. All right, so let me just see the charts for ES first. So ES is inside week and inside. Let's look at the longer time frame, inside week. And this is clearly making an evening star on the week. Let me just check. This is normal candles. Yes. These are normal candles. Now. So this is a clear evening star. Anybody who does not know evening star is this framework. You have a green candle, a perfect doji, and a follow-up red candle. This would have been perfect if we closed below 4458, which if happens tomorrow, we will hit 4260 100%. So now 4260 is a real game breaker. But before that, even if we lose this area 4465, 4470, I think we are looking for some serious downturn, because this is a weekly evening star, and evening stars are really bad. So weekly evening stars. I would go to sell below 4465, 44. Stop loss is 4490. Anytime you are here in this range, you can sell this. And your targets will be, this time 4458 will not hold, because this is a weekly. If I convert this into daily, this was trying to hold. We should stop loss. Like this was trying to hold 44.58 in the last 2-3 times, but it was not able to break here. And when you're not able to break, it becomes that yes, it will reverse the direction. Similar to here, like we were not able to break this and we bounced. Now we are not able to break it. We may come down, and this time because we have knocked this wall a couple of times, this will not come into the support and will directly hit 4405. So there's high possibility of market giving up on the negative side if we are selling. So first target will be 4405, 4382. Okay, and 4382 is 23.6 Fibonacci. This is something where we should see a bounce. If we do not see a bounce, then it will go down and fill the gaps, and we're going to make some newer lows because we have failed. Look for this. We failed right here. We went on to make a latest low. We failed here. We went on to make another low. We have failed here. We might even come down to 4,000 and make another low. So this is really critical. 4460 is a make or break level for the market. If at any time during the day, tomorrow or today, in the night session, if we come here and bounce and move towards 4500, I think that will give confidence to the positive side. If we struggle to cross 4500 or 4490, 95 area, I think you need to take into account that yes, it's struggling really badly and it might do a sell-off as soon as the CPI. We have a lot of numbers coming this week. We have CPI, we have PPI, we have employment numbers, and all of them have serious repercussions on the market. Because if the CPI is higher, everybody is expecting 8.3. I think it will be around 8.4 to 8.6, not 9, which I was expecting previously, because crude has eased off almost 20% from its highs, and supply and demand issue is still there, but the cost of natural gas is going so high that it may cover up for the prices of crude. Like if you see your heating bill or gas bill, it's start rather than coming from like $50-$60, it has moved up to $140-$150. That is going to have some impact on your consumer powers. Then there is also a number of the consumer what do you call spending. You need to look out at that as well. Tanuja, I do not trade SPX. I use ES, which is the future. So ES is different than SPX. There is a gap or discount or premium on SPX versus ES. So they are there with some gaps. You cannot trade SPX. You can trade ES futures. You can trade SPX options. All right, so I'm more inclined towards short at this time. Let me clean this because it's a weekly evening star as well. A break below 44.60. That's it. End of bull momentum. Again, I have repeated myself so many times. Bear market rallies are sharp. They are short term. They can go for 2 to 3 weeks, 8 to 10% moves higher and then continue downwards. Till the moment rally is not making newer highs, it is, see, this was the previous high. It's not able to break that. It's not able to even come to 46.68 area. So if it has to bounce, it should bounce at this point, 44.60. If it doesn't bounce, it's end of story. Just blindly you can short from that point onwards. Okay, that's the bear case which we discussed. On the bull side, this is pretty hard because we have to cross 45.20 in any case. On like Friday we struggled a lot at 45.10 to 45.20, and then we gave up. And once we gave up, we never looked back. We even went down 44.90. So on the bull side, we can go above 4,500, but only above 4,500, I will mention. Target will be 45.20, which is 1, and it's 30. If 45.20 breaks, we can definitely go long on that point. 45.20 needs to break, and we are coming for a couple of days inside weeks as well on ES. So very high potential. We might see an extreme move on either side. If it breaks 45.20, that's the push to go hard on the long side. If we see the break of 44.60, that's the push to go down short. And this, because we have been consolidating really, really hard in this range. So a breakout or breakdown will be there. So whatever side it happens, just ride it. Ride it for a couple of days, because it's not going to change immediately. It will not be crappy like what it has been in last few days. It will be a clean direction move. So if it breaks above 45.20, it will run. If it breaks down below 44.60, it will go down. Keep that in mind and trade based on that. Okay, QQQ. QQQ has a clean weekly evening star. You see, this is the candle, a little dodgy, and it covers the price section of both these candles. So this is a clean weekly evening star on QQQ, which is never good. Because evening star meaning that you have at least 2 more candles. So 2 more weeks of downside can be really nasty. We can even come to 326 area. Now, if I want to break it down to daily candles, also daily candles, we are making lower lows, lower highs. We lose the 34 DMA, 34 EMA, and now we are well below this 350 area. So I would treat 350 as my stop loss now in QQQ. I want to see 350. I'll take 350, 165 just to be on the safer side. And I want to sell below Friday's low, which is 348.50. Target is 344 and 341. 344, 340, and 75. Very high possibility of this, because again, these are weekly evening stars. The moment it breaks 348, guys, one thing we need to keep in mind, the moment it breaks 348.50, we should not be thinking it will rise. It will simply go down, and we should ride that trend. That is which is going to happen now. So 44.60, 348.5, it's for the downside. 4,500 and above, 42.20 and above is for the long side. That is a very simple number we keep into mind so that we can trade. On the neutral side, if we break above 351, we might hit 356. Yeah, 351 by above, 351.65. Stop loss is 350, 356, 60, and 358. $358 and $361. These are the potential targets. Again, short to buy bias is short to neutral. Apple is for me sell on rise, as I've been saying, sell on rise. It broke that area, came to test this, bounced right off it on Friday, which was our area, making lower lows, lower highs, showing totally a negative momentum. In case of Heiken Nishi also, it's making flat tops, meaning there is no change in the trend for negativity. And in terms of weekly candle, it's not in in terms of weekly candle. Also, it's trying to make a weekly evening star. There is a support at 167.50, but if it breaks 164. So Apple, again, sell on rise is a theme. Now it is already below 170 area. So now the stop loss is 172. And we want to sell it before below 169.50. See, target one becomes now the sell condition, and first target will become replaced by the target 2 and 164. 164.75. 172 and above can go long. But again, for me, it's sell on rise because Apple is the biggest constituent of all the indexes. So if indexes we are thinking to go down, Apple should go down. AMD, I think it's about to break down. It almost hit 100 area now. It's out of that regression channel. Since it started from 72, it was not out of regression channel. But if you see right here, I'm going to make a very high level head and shoulder patterns. It is a clear head and shoulder pattern. It's a breakout or breakdown. I'm expecting somewhere 90 now on AMD. So this on slant can be really nasty. Otherwise, we have to be very clean. The daily trend is negative on AMD. The 34 is leading on the top 12 down, which is clear. The trend is clearly negative. It's sell on rise every time it is there. Now, I'll just keep a stop. I will just pursue this as soon as it breaks our 102, 103. So sell below 100 and sell on rise again below 100 or 2. If you get an opportunity, 103.50 is your stop loss. First target is 99.50, and then I think is 93. One more thing which I want to add here is volume profile, just to see how quickly it can slide. See right here, there's hardly any volume. If you see here, there's hardly any volume in this area. So the moment it breaks 99, it can easily come down to 95.40. So it's an extremely good short trade if there's no long here. If it goes down, AMD is clear short now. It has broken all the things. Amazon, like again, did 31.90. I'm also keeping these volume profiles here because it's losing that important volume shelves. Here it was trading very beautifully, trying to hold between this area. It was trying to make a W, but failed miserably on that. Amazon, it was trying to make a W, almost reached to 34, but failed. So it has failed. Now, the actual support here, you see there's very less volume, and this was the volume shelf as well. This break. It closed below that. Now, here you should sell this on the rise, and target should be 3006 and 2884. I'm expecting really bad numbers from Amazon on the earnings, really bad numbers, just because, like again, just because they have split, it doesn't mean that it's going to go higher. We need to keep that thing very clearly out of the mind. Right now, Amazon is not showing any kind of positive. We are just making flat, and we are making lower lows. So 3161 is an area where we should have a stop loss, which is 2 for almost 2% from here. But we need to figure out a better stop loss. So I'll do a piercing pattern. So 3115, which is or write this line. If you see here, look at the price action here in this line. This has acted support here, support here, top, bottom. I think this is going to be a good support area. So 3160 is an extremely important area for Amazon. If somehow 3160 crosses, yeah, you can go long, but it's a short now, and we can short it for 3006. Stop loss is 3115. Sell below 3090. 3006 and 2945. That's Amazon. Then we had Target. Target will run and will continue to run, but it's making what you call, it has already moved almost like from 184 to almost 236, which was our target. So in this case, we have already seen a movement of 20%. So now if it eases off, I would love to add it here. Otherwise, if it breaks below 230, it will become a abandoned candle, abandoned bearish candle, and can come down and test 220. It's not able to breach this line in the past, but if market has to find support, market has to find legs, I think it should fill this gap of 229, 230 and go from there. So target, I'm just trying to buy 228, 230 area. I'm expecting it to go down a little so that I can find some space. 227 is a good area for a stop loss. Target is 236 and 247. Again, it's very positive as of now, target. If it comes around 228, 230, I would love to add it. If it goes about 236, I will look for 247. Baba. Baba broke down and now making an inside day. Inside day. And again, let me just check the volume profile here for Baba. So Baba still have reasonable support here. Relatively reasonable support. I think it might try to come towards 98, 99, but it's an inside day. So if Chinese markets are weak, it should break below 102.50 and go down. If they are strong, then I think above 104, it should be fine. So I'm just converting this into a neutral for now, but I still want to keep this trade of 108.50. Because on the downside, the stop losses are very small and the targets are very small. 99 is the target for Baba. So from 102 to 99, that's not enough. So I'll keep that trade out. Caterpillar, I think Caterpillar started moving. Let me remove. Caterpillar is in the range for now between 215 and 225. It is taking bounce from 3 times of 34 EMA and now made a higher high, higher low. I think above 218, it can actually move. So I'll be a buyer above 218. I don't want to buy it underneath above 218 with a stop loss of 216. And my target is 221.75 and 225. Higher, high, higher lows, 34 EMA, support holding. Wells Fargo, this week we have banks earnings. They're going to be nasty. I'm just letting you know, they're not going to be good. So expect some serious drawdowns on JPM and other banks. Don't expect them, they will post good, really good earnings. No, expect some serious pullbacks from all of the banks. They have gaps which needs to be filled. WFC has a gap of 33, has a gap at 26. JPM has a gap, a very massive gap of 110. There is a gap right here, which is yet to be filled. Come on. A gap at 125. I think JPM will hit 125. I'll not be surprised if it even might come down to 110, 115 in next 1 to 2 weeks. I will not be surprised. Higher interest rates will not back them up for the amount of exposure they have. So that's why they're already off some serious 20% from their highs, and they are not looking anything positive. Here, JPM did make an evening, a morning start, but this previous candle was dodgy again. So I would like to wait if either it crosses 135 or not. But I'm not tracking JPM, I'm tracking WFC, which did my target of 49. So now WFC, I'll see if WFC breaks 49. I want to buy above 49. Like Bank of America, JPM, I'm still negative. WFC and maybe Morgan Stanley, I'm okay. Goldman Sachs, I'm negative. So there's numbers which you need to be very, very watchful. 49.20 with a stop loss of 48, 49. I think 49 is a good area. And 48.50 is a good stop loss. For this, targets are 50.65. So I'm only going to buy WFC above 49, but I am inclined on negative earnings from the banks. AMAT. AMAT did some seriously good earnings, but failed. Now it has an inside day and it's not able to breach 122.50. It was looking better, but I think with all the momentum, there are some gaps on AMAT around 65, around 90. I think there are gaps. Yeah, 71, there is a gap. There's a gap right here, 91. So there are gaps which needs to be filled on AMAT. Sell it below, like if you want to sell it near 122, 123. That will be a much better option. On the weekly side, it's negative. It had made a new, like one from 142 to 119. Either it needs to break above certain 126 area to become neutral, or it needs to be sell on rise. I would love to sell this on rise. I will not sell it here. I would love to sell it on the rise. Aim at, I'm just turning into neutral because the entire sector is bad. Sell on rise 122, 125 stop loss. And this is an important area. Like here it has bounced multiple times, and if it fails here, I think 114 is an area where it should find support. Home Depot finally bounced after some respites. That yes, 293, it bounced again. If you would love to just sell this thing, don't think it's gonna just change. Just sell this thing as soon as it comes around 314, 315. Sell it. I'm short on Home Depot. Sell on rise. We have been selling this 312, 313. Stop loss is 316, which is right here. Target is 307 and 300. Sell this. Google, yep, almost came and tested the blue line now. It has some serious gaps to fill. Like it somehow manages because of earnings or because of some news. It is managed to hold on to those gaps, but I think it's time for it to go down. Target is 26, 27. It almost came here twice, and now it's losing that. So it's really, really in bad shape, Google. And if I convert this into normal Heikin Nishi, I don't see any respite. Negative, negative, negative. So the only positive thing which can happen is that somehow Russia-Ukraine war is done, and all of a sudden crude dumps $10, $20. Then things can take forward direction. But tomorrow's CPI numbers, and with all what we have seen, $95 billion thing, everything is adding up for some correction in the market. Sell this below 2650. 2680, 2627, 2590. See, even on Friday we had a sell and it worked. Problem is I do not take all of them. I only take a couple of them. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work for me. Netflix also has earnings lined up. I think unless they do something dramatic regarding their account sharing, nothing is going to happen in Netflix. It is holding that 61.5 area, 8% area. If it loses, we're gonna see 330. As of now, it's an inside day on the price action. I'm just taking a short side here below 354. Sell short. Sell below 354.40. Stop loss 358.9, and target is 342, 330. And don't be surprised that all these numbers actually come. McDonald's. Yeah, I wanted to come down. It's an inside day. I wanted to come down to 247 area. I'm still positive. I want to buy this near 247 with a stop loss of 246, target of 253 and 258. Okay, then we have Microsoft. Microsoft is short. It's as clean short as anything. It finally tested the 200 EMA, making lower lows and is well below 12 and 34. 200 I just added because people want the reference of 200. It tested that again. Below 295, I think it's a game on for Microsoft. It's below 61%, which is 298. It's below the trend line. So Microsoft is a perfect shot. Sell now near or sell below 296, 295 area. Stop loss is 299. And target is 291, 287 or 280. 291. Microsoft can be the quickest to drop down. It has struggled a lot. And it has failed. It's a continuation of the inside day breakdown. You see, go to your mama. Look, take the ball. Let go. Then we have Nvidia. I think with all the chip and the negative news which came for Nvidia, I think it will go down towards 218. It has been holding 2829 area. I think it's going to test that. Nvidia is the most overrated company along with Tesla. Keep in mind, if some drawdowns have to happen, they will definitely take this company out specifically. So it's a very sell thing. You just sell it below 228. People will not like me talking about Tesla, but Tesla apps kept on saying again and again, Tesla is priced in for all the things. 223, 218. And it's not easy for this market. See now, all the components, bigger components of the index are looking weak. Now, if the index components are looking weak, how can the index move higher? That's why the probability of ES and QQQ going down is much, much higher now. FTX, it's like dodgy. There's a potential morning star. Let me see in the weekly. No, nothing here. I will still want to see 2400 above here, above this. It's a potential morning star which is not there anymore. Shopify, FDX, everything is same. There's nothing changed. Shopify, came down to 600 all the way from 780 where it tested last week. That's a correction of more than 20%. Now I see a gap fill at 560. So let's aim that. 560. If it comes to 300, I will not be surprised, Shopify. And next one is 510. Where should we sell it? Stop loss is 625. Stop loss 625. Sell on rise. If you get an opportunity, 610, 620, sell this. It's going to hit this area. Lulu, Lulu is holding this since the news of repurchase. I think it's still creating a bull flag, but I think it's losing the momentum. It's not able to break this 378 area. This is actually a bull flag, you see. It's a bull flag right here, but I think it's losing the momentum. If it breaks here, it's gonna come fill this gap and hit that area. So 353, 359 is something I'm eyeing for Lulu. Again, I'm short here because it's not able to break 378 area. Multiple times it has chances below the regression channel, and inside a sell below 368. Target is 359, 353, 60. Stop loss will be 371.50. Last but not the least is Tesla. See, back-to-back Tesla hit this regression line and failed. Every time it does that, it fails big. Failed here, went down big. Failed here, just retraced. So there's a potential it might go down more. Below 120, it can test 979, 929 area. Sell below 1020. Stop loss will be 1046. A sell on rise. It's a sell on rise if you get an opportunity. 1020 or 1030. Target area is 979 and 929. 70% chances. I'm not even considering positive side on Tesla. All right, so that's my evaluation for this week. Not this week, probably this Monday. I'm more or less short, and I'll be waiting for clear signals. Like this will be clear signal. 44.65, I'll be picking to short. 45.20, I'll be looking to long. In between, it's gonna be very, very choppy. If you want to wait it out, let's wait it out. Let's not trade on that. So we have a couple of tickers, Square and Snow, which I wanted to discuss. But in between, I'll share my Zoom link. If anybody is interested to talk or discuss, you can come over and talk. If you have any doubts, anything you want to share, just come over. Square is losing the momentum again, and next support comes around 111. So if it loses 125, 26 area, I think it's a sell on rise. Trend is still positive, but if the momentum turns around and convert this into negative, there's no support here because the price action here is right in this range where it is finding the price. So if something has to happen, it has to happen at 123. If it breaks 123, I think it has support at 111. There's no space in between. Snow had a massive momentum from 164 all the way to 246, approximately 50% move. And now it has to fill the gap. It will fill the gap. It's making lower lows. And I think that's about it. It's not making some serious moves. Yes, Vivek.
Hi, Naval. I wanted to ask you to look into Apple ones. Like I felt like I just wanted to confirm it. Is it okay if I can share my screen, or even you can? Yeah.
I opened Apple. Yeah.
Okay. So as of now, like what I understood is Apple is in under construct. What is it, correction, and like there are two waves down for the correction, and as of now it is forming a head and shoulders. So can we expect that it might reach till 158 to form the next inverted head and shoulder, the right side shoulder for inverted head and shoulders?
That is a possibility. Yes, 100%. So as of now, as you said, it's on the, let me just draw this. This is something which is happening on the slant, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
possibly it came around 164 and go up to 180, or if it comes down further at 158, it can go up here. But it is losing that momentum.
Hmm.
And there's a significant supply here. And
Yeah.
as we see that there's $95 billion like balance sheet reduction, which
But
is not to come.
mm-hmm.
That will come from Apple, Tesla, Nvidia, Microsoft.
Okay. Okay.
So if like
So
in simple terms, one second, in simple terms, if there's a $35 billion sell in equity, $35 billion is not a small amount. In
yeah.
equity, they should have a new demand of $35 billion in the market just to keep the price same. If there's no demand, it's going to go down.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it from my side now. Thanks.
The
That's what
Tesla,
like I'm
Tesla was
looking
sold.
into L1.
Yeah, Tesla was sold only for how many? Like 10, $11 billion. It came down from 1,200 to almost 800.
Yeah.
And this is $35 billion for next few years.
I have one more small question, Naval.
Yes.
Like from left side top to bottom, while coming, do you draw like three waves or just like the wave as you draw? Like if I have to draw inverted head and shoulders, and you start from left side top,
It
we
all depends on how you want to view it, right?
okay.
You might start from here,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not a clean one, right? But if you start from here, because that's my regression channel main trend line.
Okay.
Instead of starting here, I started from here
Hmm.
and I went down. It went up almost to this 38.2 Fibonacci,
Yeah.
came down, tested 38 of previous one.
But it also came once before, right? There is this one big candle. I was considering that as one more drop, like one more wave
It, it, it,
retract.
it was like there's no body here.
Okay.
It's just a wick. So
Oh
I'm
no, no,
ignoring
not that. Right side to that. A really big candle. It came till 151.
this
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
You can consider it, but after that, it still made a newer low.
Hmm.
So if you want to consider this one, then you're already like your head inverted head and shoulder failed because it went up.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
in this case, I'm still in the picture for head and shoulders, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
It's right here. And if it comes around this area here or here, I think that is still possible.
Okay.
And that is, charts will not be clean most of the times. There will be some noises like this or like this.
Hmm. Okay.
So again, it's an observation. You have to see for yourself what makes sense to you.
Yeah, that's what I printed out Elliott wave and I sticked it on my desk and I'm
And
comparing like most of the charts.
Elliott wave is a little complex. I
Hmm.
have done Elliott wave thoroughly. That's why my Fibonacci's are much cleaner.
Yeah.
But it's very difficult to explain Elliott waves to people on the call. People should
Hmm.
be aware of Elliott wave rules, the lengths, how to count it, whether to count a small wave, big wave. It's really complex. That's why I'm keeping it simple. I'm using regression channel and Fibonacci because Elliott waves are based on Fibonacci.
Yeah.
Simple. So I
Okay.
use it, but in a simplistic manner.
Sure. Yeah, that's it from my side now. Thanks.
No problems. Anyone else has any other thing, guys? I've shared the link. If you want to talk, we have 67 people watching on YouTube. You can come over and talk. Nobody's going to say anything to you. If you will not talk, you'll shy, you will not discuss, you will hang on to yourself. Those losses, it's not going to clear up your mind. Raghu, you need to give me a new ticker so that I can draw that. Yes, Manojji.
Hi, Naval, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you okay.
I think based on today's session, looks like the sentiment is negative. But I always feel that, when the numbers are, like for example, that CPI number, if it comes better than less than 8.3, do you think it
How?
will?
Question is how?
How in the sense, because see, basically, if you look at all the analysts who are polling for this CPI number, right? If they
One
have
second.
polled,
1 second. Let me answer Raghu. He's trying. Raghu, you need to come with a Zoom account. Only then you'll be able to join Zoom. You can do that. It's going to take only 1 minute. Yes, Manojji.
yeah. So my point was that, see, market, basically the oil has come down, right? Drastically, it came down from the now.
No. When the last CPI number came, the oil was in 120s.
Correct, right. So
This below 100 will come in the next CPI, not this one.
yeah. So what I'm trying to say is it matters when the data was collected, as well as it matters how the market has already priced in more than 8.3. If the number, it is always a case in US numbers that people will basically overestimate it or estimate it towards the other side, and then the number comes better. If that happens, then the market runs, correct? Or at least for the short term until the May rate high comes.
See, I don't know, like since how long you're observing. For last 3 or 4 times, like let me pick up this CPI. This is 8.5, right? I'll open this up.
Okay.
It will have a history. Okay. From May, forecast was 3.6. It came 4.2. Forecast was 4.7. It came 5. 4.9, 5.4, 5.3, 5.4, 5.3, 5.3, 5.3, 5.4, 5.8, 6.2, 6.8, 6.8, 7.7, 7.3, 7.5, 7.9, 7.9.
And I'm saying that is the highest it could go. It probably will come. 8 will be the highest it will go.
How can we sure? Because the numbers which it's going to account for will be in March. So in the month of March, crude was higher. The natural gas, let me show you the natural gas, which is
let's look at the oil one also and natural gas both.
See, crude in March, it was right here, 115, 116. It will definitely cool off in April. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
What you're trying to say, peak out? Possibly. But it will give clear indication to Fed that even if it peaks out, because in this crude prices, there's one more definition here where it includes the energy prices or not.
My take is always that they will price in by talking on the televisions again and again and again, and then it will, when everybody expect negative, it will become positive, negative.
No. It's not like that.
Okay.
It has to come down. Like their expectation is about 4 to 5. We almost 100%. If it cools off a little, yes, it gives positive momentum that yes, Fed will have to think about drastically not coming down on balance sheet reduction. But in this case, their balance sheet reduction has to have happened in any case. The only caveat here is they may not go with the 50 basis point hike. They may go with the 25 basis point. That is the only positive you can assume.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
But
And I,
if things would have been better, I'm saying if Russia cools off automatically in next 5 days, I think we will see a drastic change, and because that will hit the supply and demand issue, that will resolve it. That will also resolve the prices of the natural gases and other things will cool off, and then it will. But balance sheet reduction is not going away anyway. It is going
yeah,
to
I
come.
think supply chain issue has been going on pre-war also, right? But
That has
I think
extended a lot now.
it will the supply chain based on what is happening in China right now probably going to go in the other direction. It is going to increase because like right now you see Shanghai is totally shut down, right? And many other parts of China is going to get shut down in coming days. But let's see what happens there. But I had one question. I am holding a long-term position in Nvidia at 195. Is it a time to get out of it? Because
Yeah, again, like you were seeing 300 and above. You did not book profit. That is the biggest mistake. Now
no. I bought it when when this recent dump happened, right? Sometime in February, it came to close to 195, correct?
No, it did not.
It came close to. So I have average.
No, it never came to 195.
Yeah,
195 was here when it was this
yeah,
area.
correct. So I had like a position in last October, and then I have added it to that position when it hit like this 210 area or this area. I
See,
think
even if you had position at 250, you had the chance to book at 350.
yeah, correct. I agree.
There's,
So
there's nothing to agree to me or to anybody. Oi, go. It's just that when you see profit, you need to book it. So now,
book it.
if you hold on to a position for a year, it comes down. And if you see, if Nvidia was not divided like Tesla, right? Has Nvidia done anything remarkable to increase the revenue that much? It should get almost 10 times from its price. The answer is no. Has the revenue increased? Yes. Has the revenue increased up to 10 times? No. Has the margin increased 10 times? No.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll wait. I'll put a stop loss and probably get out of it.
No, hedge your position. Buy a put with number of equity you have.
Okay.
Or sell calls.
I think the thing is that it's very highly priced stock. I don't trade very high numbers, right? But so I can, if I want to sell one call or put, it will be just one. So, I had one quick question, like for ESG play, right? If we have to pick up this electric car play, which stock do you think would be the best?
I don't know about, because electronic cars gonna take some time. Just again, like I'm reiterating myself 100 times.
Yeah.
Just because of the Fed money, this all humongous setup is there. As of now, they are not even 3% of electric cars in United States. There is a very big potential. Yes, potential is there for so many things. And electric cars are not new. They were envisioned since 1960s. Only since 2014, Tesla started. And even for Tesla, it took almost 8 years to deliver 1 million cars per year.
Yeah, but I think yeah, correct. I think this is picking up right now because if you go talk to dealers, right? I've spoken to like at least 5-6 dealers in last 4 or 5 weeks. Yeah.
Simple sub baat is this: if you are so sure, you should not be asking questions. You should go and invest.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, because the dealers are not even
I did not buy an electric vehicle. For me, it took like 3 months.
Correct. Yeah.
So it's not about only electric vehicles. Every vehicle, because they depended on chips, they depend on so many raw material coming from China and Russia. If that is not available, then they're going to be delayed and they're going to increase the prices. It's simple economics. Supply is less, demand is high, price is going to jack up.
Yeah.
But people who are buying Tesla, you need to understand you're buying a car which is $20,000 more costly, and you're not going to pay for $20,000 in gas for next 10 years.
Next one, yeah, agree.
People are buying because they like Tesla as a brand, nothing else.
Correct.
And that man is a sheer businessman. He doesn't do anything for anybody. He's only making money for himself. That's it.
I agree.
The people who are making the
He
hero,
spiked up one stock on Friday. It is called HYMC. HYMC, I think it was lithium.
even for Twitter, he's setting up everything. Now he took control of the free speech. He's telling everybody that he is a favor of free speech, and the very first thing he did, he took out the tick mark for Michael Burry. See, these are capitalist people who only think about themselves and themselves. Has he given enough to the workers of Tesla factory? No, Tesla workers are the worst condition. It has been posted so many times.
Yeah, correct. Tesla and Apple is same category too, right? I agree.
See, these are all capitalist people. They don't care about anybody else. They want to make money. That's it. No matter what, they'll make excuses. He is adding Twitter since January, and he posted only when he was having 10% equity. He should have done that in 15 days. Will there be any action against him? The answer is no. Even if there's an action, he will settle that. He made $650 million. He will pay 100 million. Still made $550 million.
Correct. I agree.
People just make hero out of him. That's it.
He manipulated the filing for sure. I totally agree.
He does so many things wrong. It's just that people wanted. There's no hero in the world, so they wanted to make somebody, and he got that platform. Again, I may be very, very controversial here, but that's my opinion.
Yeah, he manipulated the filing for sure. That is out open, right? That he initially filed with the wrong form and then later.
Happened.
Yeah.
You try filing your tax return wrong and see.
Well,
so there are things which are manipulated, and that since like 2018, Tesla was nothing before 2018. He started shorting people, and then it just moved up. And people say Tesla is not a car company, it's a data company. Then what? Are data companies priced in at that level? No. What are you going to do with the data of people traveling on the road? Roads are government properties.
Yeah. He's able to manipulate and get away. That's for sure.
See, all the big companies, you'll say BMW, Mercedes, Audi, or Bentley, all have electronic options. Okay, and all companies have possibility to make or manufacture these cars. They're doing it, but the problem is they are already high expensive cars. The moment you will see an electric car from Honda, Toyota, Nissan, it will hit Tesla really, really badly.
Yeah, it's coming. All of them has announced, right? Nissan has it. Aria, Honda has prototype out. Tesla, Toyota has prototype out. Lexus has prototype out.
One statistics. Honda is producing approximately 5 million cars a year.
Correct.
Okay. These are only passenger cars. You're not talking about trucks. Tesla is already like delaying its truck, Cybertruck, from 21, 22, not 23 end. Okay. Look at Toyota.
11 million. They sell it worldwide.
About 10 million vehicles.
10 million, correct.
Is Toyota priced in for $1 trillion company? No. Even in US, it sold more than 2 million cars.
Yeah.
Okay. One more thing. People talk about electric cars, but look at the total number of cars. This is 2019, 2020, right there. General Motors is Tesla has sold 129,000. General Motors has sold 500,000. Toyota has sold 500,000. Ford has sold almost 400,000. I don't know what this Stellantis is. Honda is there, 266. Nissan is there. Even Hyundai, Kia is there.
Correct.
Then these companies start to project more and more their cars, and their cars are reliable. They are there since 60s. People buy like Nissan or Honda any day. They're not going to pay like $50,000 for Tesla because they have a budget of $20,000,
Correct.
right? So it's just that sometimes there is hype. We have seen stocks go exponentially up. Look at Roku; it was 500 at one time. Where it is, 100. Zoom to 500. Where it is. So thing will phase out. It's just a matter of time.
Correct.
Again, trading and valuations are totally different thing. Trading, I can be long, I can be short, but valuation wise, it is the most current P by E for Tesla. Do you think it's going to make 209 times of its margin and earnings next quarter or next year?
Don't think so. Yeah.
This will come in check as soon as, and Tesla was in 2017. See what happened. It was trading at 50, which is still all right, until 2016, 2017. Okay. Here comes the Fed money in 2018. 2019, it went on. Then COVID, and it went on to make this price. Look at the EPS. It's only making $4.90 for the shareholders.
For sure. Correct. I agree.
Look at the PE ratio. This is 2020 when the Fed money came in. They were negative. They were not making any profit. And now they are trading at one time it was 1100. It is now trading at 209.
Correct.
So investing and trading are totally different things. Trading, you can trade it by the level go up, go down. Investment and valuations are totally different things. I may be long on Tesla, but my sense is saying it's pretty well expensive.
Very expensive.
Same thing is for Nvidia.
Correct.
People don't check all these facts.
Yes, I agree. That's all I have, Naval. Thank you so much for taking my
All right.
question, and thank you for your session. Excellent session.
No problems. Raghu, I don't know what's an issue with you because I have only asked authenticated accounts, nothing else, nothing to do with the basic account. Anyone else has any questions? All right. Thank you.
Sorry, no, I'm really sorry, Noel. One small question. Like a couple of weeks back, I asked you, like I showed one graph, and I asked you if you consider that as a gap. You said that is a healthy gap. So, do you mind once looking at Apple ones? There is a gap between 155 and 157. Yeah, at the bottom of this trend. Yeah.
Let me just check. I can see on normal time. 155 and 150.
57 as of mine. Yeah.
I don't see a gap.
Oh. Okay.
No,
I don't know why.
It came and there is no gap.
Oh, okay. I'll look at closely again. I don't know why it showed me as a gap.
I don't know, like, this is something you're talking about, no? 155 to 157. There's a small.
Yeah.
Gap.
Oh, yeah. There is a bit. My bad. I'm sorry. Yeah. It went in my Fibonacci. Like, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. That's fine.
All right. All right.
Thanks,
Guys. I'm going to post this information. If you have any questions, you can reply there. Let me just read your comments if anybody has. Yep, Surya, just use the trend if you're trading. There's no point thinking about logics. in trading. All right, guys. I don't think anyone has any questions. I'll catch up later. Bye bye. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.